With a land trust is not an entity. We made that very clear in the land trust statute. It does not stand on its own. There's nothing filed with the Secretary of State. There's nothing filed in the public records as to who the beneficiaries are of this trust. But land trust requires at least three elements. Number one, you have to have a trustee. You have to have a beneficiary. You have to have a trust agreement. And then you have the deed that puts it into the trust. So with the land trust, the person deeds the property to the trustee, and there are special powers on that deed that tell the world that the trustee has full authority to do everything with that property that ever needs to be done. So the legal title, the name that shows up in the public record, is the name of the trustee, and that's the only person or entity that shows up. In our case, it's an entity. We have Land Trust Service Corporation, we have TRSTE, and we have other entities that act as trustee under the My Land Trustee brand. And that name shows up on the official records. So if anybody searches that property or if they search our company, they're going to find that we are the trustee of that property. What does not show up is the name of the beneficiaries under the trust agreement. So the trust agreement is between the trustee and the beneficiaries, and it's sort of a contract between the trustee and the beneficiaries that says that the trustee holds the title to the property, the legal title to the property, it holds the equitable title to the property, and the beneficiaries are the ones who tell the trustee what to do. And it limits the powers of the trustee as to what they can do without the beneficiaries' prior permission. So the land trust agreement tells us as trustee what we can and can't do. However, that trust agreement is never made public. No one knows who that beneficiary is. So anyone searching the beneficiary's name cannot find the property, and anyone searching the property cannot find the beneficiary, unlike an entity like an LLC or a corporation where they search the name of the managers or the members or the shareholders and they can find the company, or they can search the company and find the officers and directors of the company. So it just keeps your name off of the records, but in a lot of ways it still operates the same way as a corporation or an LLC, in that the members and shareholders and officers run the company. The beneficiaries of the land trust tell the trustee what to do, and the trustee executes those directions under the trust agreement and does what the beneficiaries tell them to do with the property whenever it's needed. So you sort of get the best of both worlds. You get the privacy, and you also still get the limited liability, just like you do with a corporation or an LLC or a partnership, limited partnership. So in some ways they are alike, but the anonymity is that extra little sprinkle on top that makes them better in a lot of ways when it comes to owning real property or holding mortgages.